I think the hardest part of my journey to accept is, as a Catholic, there's a part of me that recognizes that even though these individuals have done this, it's possible, if they so choose from the heart, receive absolution and forgiveness and receive God's mercy for the awful things that they have done. There's a lot of people out there that think I'm crazy.
Some people call it forgiveness, other people call it letting go. It's where the survivor is comfortable going, right? When we talk about forgiveness in our programs, we ask the question, what does forgiveness mean for you?
I've been asked on a few occasions that I should forgive. I can't do that. There's no way I'm going to do that. And in all honesty, I believe that I wasn't put on this earth to forgive people. I'm not the judge, I'm not the jury. The man above is the person that does that. They will have their opportunity to be judged by him. But for me, I can't. And besides, if I say, I forgive you, it means nothing to me. It does nothing to me. I don't feel anything. So that's been the hardest part. It's how do I go about doing this, which I can't do.
He passed away when I was 8, and I think that made it a lot easier for me to forgive him. And I know his past and his father's story, and it's just once you know the generational trauma and where it comes from, and you understand how it works, it's easier to forgive. And because he passed away, it's a lot easier too. So I'm not saying, because I don't know how it would be if he was alive, so I don't want to offend anybody. Forgiveness is a very, very difficult, complicated, and very personal thing.
But what is the purpose, is the question I would have, is to holding on to the anger, the hatred maybe, the resentment you feel toward that person. Who is that really harming? Is it doing anything for the offender, or is it harming you? Right? Like looking at how does that anger, resentment, hatred even serve you as a survivor? The answer is it usually doesn't.
One of my abusers, I kind of felt a little bit proud of myself. I wrote a document and I indicated every single thing that they did, every single thing that they did and how it made me feel in that moment. And I gave them the letter, and that was my way of confronting them. And, I got an apology. It didn't feel like an apology, but I got something back, but I wasn't really looking for anything in return. It was more of just letting them know what they did and how it affected me and how it's continued to affect me and what I have to heal from. And, that was a really hard part of my healing for that. And, but I did it.
I wasn't in a place where culturally I felt safe to exercise my rights. I didn't know that I had rights. And so I think learning about all this stuff has allowed me to be compassionate with my past self. Because I had been taught the opposite. I had been taught like obedience is what's most important, and complying and not worrying about myself and my rights. It was about everybody else. So I think learning this felt really liberating and finally gave me permission to forgive myself.
But yeah, you live the rest of your life feeling you have to make up for things that you can't control now. What happened in the past, it happened in the past. You have to let it go. You have to ask yourself for forgiveness. You have to ask those for forgiveness when you see them. There's still a lot of people I would never see again, and you move on, right? And that's it. And you just kind of make sure that you're doing the best thing that you can now, and hopefully use that to make you an even stronger person, right?